Hey guys, so today is day 3 and we are going to Universal Studios. It's like the child in me is going to be coming out. But yeah, we took the subway and then the shuttle service is there, so it's a little shuttle bus that will take us from the metro upstairs. So guys, we're going to do the world famous studio tour. It's going to leave in like 5 minutes.
If you have a medical emergency, if you drop something of value off the side of the train, around with abandoned refrigerator since. I learned my lesson. Okay, we're just about to get to the bottom of the timeline. This is where we enter the front lot, home to most of our sound stages. Like Soundstage 12 on your left. That was home to The Voice for many years. The Voice still films here. They just moved to other stages. We'll see later in the tour. And I'll show you on our screen some big movie moments. Metropolitan sets, or we call them the Metro sets for short. It's where we give filmmakers lots of different city settings to choose from, all within about 4 acres of land. And every section has its own name. The names are usually pretty obvious, pretty self-explanatory. Stone Street. Up next, though, we're going to head into the small town part of the Metro sets. It's called Courthouse Square. It is best known, though, as Hill Valley in the Back to the Future film, starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. Up next, we're going to head into the big city part of our Metro sets, what we call New York Street. It's meant to look like a street in New York, hence the name. Mike Hobbs and Shaw, and Disney's Captain America, the First Avenger. Comedy classics like Death Becomes Her with Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn have filmed here. And music
just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. And to me,
Oh my gosh guys, this is so cool because the bus is moving. There's water. So guys, they just took us through the King Kong experience. I was not expecting that because we went through a tunnel, then as you saw, you know, King Kong was there and then the bus was moving guys, and then as they like if King Kong was out punching us it would move, there was water. It was cool, guys. I didn't
now we're going to
expect
head for
that.
We'll see some more of our New York area, more of the Metro sets. We've had a lot of TV shows filmed here, like St. Dennis Medical, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, American Ninja Warrior. And this next area coming up on the left with all the little pillars is called London Square. And then on the right, the painted backdrop is modeled after a city in England called Bath. 31 coming up on the left, that's currently the home of The Voice. That's where the live rounds and blind auditions film. Oh, and on the left, we have this lovely little body of water. That is not a natural lake. We put it there for filmmaking purposes. It is best known, I think, I would say, as the Black Lagoon, a creature from the Black Lagoon. The thing that we always say on the back lot is the whole world is just around the corner. For instance, right now we're actually headed to the East Coast. Yes, we are. We're going to the seaside resort town of Amity Island. It's the town from the movie Jaws, if you're familiar.
Wow,
We're
so
going to
this
show
is the set
experience.
of Jaws.
Now there's Old Mexico, Paramount's Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's some filming here. But today we're going to stop in Old Mexico for a demonstration of weather effects, a very important part of filmmaking. Specifically, we're going to get a fake thunderstorm. We've already got our thunder and our lightning. We just need some rain to go with it.
Ooh.
So the rain is coming out of sprinklers, the thunder is coming out of speakers built into the sets, and then the lightning flashes are coming from strobe lights. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, wow.
That looks like a flash flood.
Whoa.
We get to drive through a sound stage. Okay, so the entrance here is bumpy. So the set is a subway station, so we can drive right through without causing any problems. The set has been used. I believe the production was in here yesterday. They're going to come back in on Tuesday after the long holiday weekend, so everything's being held camera ready for them. Even the lighting equipment is still set up. It looks like you have a camera. I'm told this is a 2-story set, so we have this subway on this floor.
So that's how they do the sound?
I felt like a tremor. This is not a tremor. This is an earthquake. It's an earthquake. Everybody hold on.
Whoa, the train at the back. Oh, cars coming up.
I think the biggest fan favorites here are probably the two Transformers on the left, Bumblebee and Barricade and Decepticon. My favorite's the black and tan Duesenberg coming up on the right from The Mummy Returns. And that is a real plane. It was a retired commercial 747. We'll hear from Stephen and his production designer, Rick Carter.
It was all designed around.
Hey guys, so I just did the world famous studio tour. That was so cool. Do you know what? The thing is, I didn't know there was a whole city that they had built just to film. Like when people filmed, I thought they just went to areas and filmed. But when they took us through little Europe, you know, the wild, the wilderness, and I was like, they actually have these sets built like that, like a city to film. Sorry, I was just blown away. And then when they showed us how they make the weather and stuff, like especially when that flood came in and the rain, I was like, whoa. And what else? The experience was nice, especially the King Kong. Like when the bus was shaking and the noise, and then also the subway. You know when we were in the subway, and then when there was the earthquake, that was so cool. So that's how they film it. So like the sounds, how things just came rushing in, and then the other set where there was a plane crash. No, that was so cool. How they actually have set stages for that. I don't know why I imagine they'll just make it there and then. I guess some studios they'll just make it there and then as well. But they have the basic areas. Yeah, now I was just blown away. That was such an amazing experience. If you guys are at Universal Studios, defo gotta do it.
Are you a fish? A bird? A really, really small airplane?
Make sure to watch after a little. Watch their back, and I'll watch.
Yeah, these roads are so squiggly.
Yeah, but it's for me like you never know when cars going down a corner because it's two ways.
It's a two-way road as well.
Oh shit, it's right.
Madness. Yeah. My gosh. That's why I like the States, because you've got the city, you've got roads like these. Just never know what to expect. Oh, there's a car. Got these big cliffs, mountains, rocks, whatever they are. Babe, I thank you for taking me to this spot. Woodside. Took some pictures. Wow. Guys, look at that. That's a cacti. Love how pink and purple that is. Oh, wait for this. Wow. Look how beautiful it is. All this cacti. And then this is the winning. I just love how tropical it is. Hi guys, so now we're on Rodeo Drive. This is one of the famous streets in Beverly Hills. It's got shops, and then the sides of the street is lined with palm trees, and that's basically what it's kind of famous for. So just going through the shops. Hi hubby. The bougiest Gucci I've seen, and we've got Prada over there. I think we're crazy. Just love. Oh, cool. Look at this. And they have a little, yes, little book of tunnels. Hey guys, so this bookstore is so cool. Like, the concept. So unique. Like, look at this shelf here. So there's a hole in there. This shelf is crisscrossed. And then come through here. Got this right here. And then if you go through here, wow, you've got a tunnel of books. How cool is that? Let's walk through it. Ooh. Yeah, it's called the Last Bookstore if you're in Cali. Check it out.